grew up being bullied because of her large nose.
They would call me Bird, Toucan Sam, like you have a big nose. Every kind of big nose comment you can think of, they would tell me.
Devin Aiken has been thinking about a nose job since she was a teen.
My first consultation I went to at 18, but I was only 18 and I didn't have money for it.
So Devin spent the next 12 years saving $11,000.
I just turned 30 a few weeks ago, and I'm like, I need to do it before my birthday. Like, this is my present to myself, and I'm getting it done.
She turned to board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Mark Ginsburg.
We just operated on every part of her nose. So it was a hump takedown, but we also addressed her tip and her nostrils and her septum as well on the inside.
I'm ready to go get my nose chopped off.
She documented every part of her rhinoplasty on social media.
Hi guys, I'm day 2 recovering. I'm day 4 post-op. I literally am so swollen. I feel like a can of biscuits that's about to pop open. I'm day 7 post-op today, and I'm finally going to get my cast off.
Dr. Ginsburg gently removes the cast. Now it's time to see her new nose.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
We were there for her post-op checkup.
Just a little bit of swelling here.
Yes, tender.
Here's Devin's nose before, and here she is today. What a dramatic transformation.
See a change.
A new nose for her 30th birthday.
Prediction, ascension, love me and hate me. There's no in between. So apparently they're saying this young lady had a nose job and she felt the confidence to divorce her husband after she got the nose job, which is kind of insane because he married you with the nose as it was. Am I correct? That's what I believe it was. But there's a lot of rumors swirling around the internet. The New York Post even put it out there and said she finally felt the courage to divorce her husband after a $11,000 nose job. She'd been saving, so she got the nose job before her 30th birthday, which you see a significant change in her nose job. But look at my nose. My nose is flat and wide. You probably stick a roll of nickels up this motherfucker. I'm not thinking about doing a nose job, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But yes, do what you can cosmetically. We have the technology these days. Even with makeup, her nose looks even more luxurious of breathing. Even though I sound nasal too. These allergies is killing me and shit like that. But the factor is, you shouldn't give up on your partner that's loving you for what they loved you for. She fell in love with her partner fell in love with her and her nose. But a significance of her well-being was her being bullied and stuff like that, so she wanted to make a change, which is a great change that she made because she feels more confident now and stuff like that. It's just the way it is. So let's try to find a clip of the New York Post of them actually stating that she left her husband because she got her $11,000 job. Let's check it out. Now, this is kind of, it's not strange, it's her leveling up. And hypergamy always lives with women no matter what. If they could find something better, they would. The incessant shots at her snout weighed on Aiken's self-esteem, causing her to settle for an ill-fated relationship. We realized we prematurely got married and we didn't really know each other that well, said the Pennsylvanian who tied the knot with her former groom at age 23. Although he loved her original nose, Aiken said, "We argued a lot, we just weren't aligned. Everything, however, began lining up for the bell once she decided to reconstruct her conch with Dr. Mark Ginsburg, a Philly-based plastic surgeon, last fall." Now, this is how she looks now, right? Pretty cute. But the factor is, I wake up and feel so much happier, Aiken said of her nose job glow up. A newfound brilliance she also credits to her disunion. I get to live the rest of my life feeling like this. It's a post-breakup light that shines so bright and delightfully divorced. Really? Really? Middle school was really tough time for me, said the millennial. Neither one of her parents nor any other of her four siblings shared her prominent profile. They were all born with standard snoots. Looking different than others, namely her peers, sent Aiken spiraling with depression. I struggle immensely because of the bullying from boys, she recalled, of juvenile jerks who called her witch, toucan, like Toucan Sam from the Fruit Loops in Pinocchio. That's still no excuse to divorce your husband. Your husband didn't have nothing to do with your high school days or your junior high school days or the boys calling Pinocchio. Your husband loved your nose for what it was. But since you got a glow up now, got more likes on your Instagram, you succumb to the hypergamy that women are looking for more. Looking for a better provider, looking for a better person to bear children with. You married him at 23. Okay, cool. You probably didn't have children because you didn't want children to end up with your nose. But the factor is, I will pull up another New York Post. This happened like maybe 2 years ago, maybe. The guy in Japan or China sued his wife for plastic surgery because the baby came out ugly. Kid you not. Kid you not. He won the divorce settlement because he said, wait a minute, why is my baby ugly? And you're beautiful. Like, you're drop dead gorgeous, because she had several plastic surgeries in China or Japan, something like that. So now you can't escape that nose. Okay, your other family members didn't have that nose. Maybe it was a birth defect or some shit. Who knows? You wasn't breathing or getting enough oxygen in your mother's womb, so your nose flared up. And now you have this, because a lot of white folks, they have elongated noses that look like witches' noses. They really do. Black folks usually have wider noses. Like, my nose is very wide. Nostrils, you put a fucking goddamn, you put a fucking Coors Light can up this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But you can't deny your genetics. So the factor is, if you decide to marry a man and the baby nose come out as long as that before, he might sue you because you lied to him because you had an elongated nose, what you was born with. But your plastic surgery says a different, tells a different tale because it's not the actual nose you was born with. Check out the clip. Yeah, so this happened in China because of plastic surgery. Check out the clip. Watch this. This happened 11 years ago, they say.
A Chinese man has won a court fight against his wife after suing her for being ugly. Jian Feng filed a lawsuit after his wife gave birth to what he says was an ugly baby, saying their daughter did not look like either one of them. After he accused her of cheating, she admitted to spending $100,000 on plastic surgery before she got married. This is the before and after pictures. That's when he filed for divorce, saying she deceived him and convinced him to marry her under false pretenses. Well, the judge agreed and awarded him $120,000.
Now I didn't read the full story to see if this girl had actual kids with this man, but she's sturdy, which I doubt it. They probably focused on careers. They didn't want to do the children thing right away. But yes, a Chinese man won 120 grand because his wife was originally ugly and she had 100 grand in plastic surgery so she could marry this man, elope with him, and turn around and gave him ugly babies because you can't fight genetics. Your plastic surgery is not what you was born with. It's something you upgraded to, I guess you could say in that terms. So now, originally your genetics show that you're ugly. So you made ugly children. So they awarded him. So don't get it twisted, shorty, that you got your nose changed. Maybe the next husband that you get and you decide to have children with, They might come out with that elongated nose too, with them wild looking nostrils. Look like motherfucking Inspector Gadget nose. It is what it is. Toucan Sam, Fruit Loops and shit. So you can play the game if you want to, but you could get sued too, shorty. Don't forget about the late. That's happened 11 years ago. 11 years ago. That was 2013, 2014. So play the game if you want to, thinking that plastic surgery is going to save you from what your children's going to look like because of your genetics. It is what it is, man. Was it right or wrong that she divorced her husband? No, I doubt it. I really doubt it, because he loved her for who she was when he seen her in the face. So, but she's hypergamy. Now she getting more likes and all that shit than ever. It is what it is. She feels like she could upgrade. So she didn't have children with this man, I think, allegedly. Not allegedly. I don't think she had children with her previous husband. But when she does have children and they come out that fucking nose, she got some explaining to do. Niggas gonna test it. They're gonna question the paternity, or they're gonna try to figure out what the fuck is going on. But it is what it is. You went viral already, so you might as well start an OnlyFans, shorty. It is what it is, B. Predict decision. Love me, hate me. There's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me on motherfucking island. You already know. Like, super duper, and violate that like button, man. You already know.